First of all, I'd like to say that in my previous view of La Carta Blanca, in that review, I was saying that I didn't pick up the cracker, just maybe like biscuit. As I was sipping on that, and as I was sipping on it, the cracker came through. It kind of tasted and smells like freaking saltines. I'm serious. I mean, uh, this is a review of Bud Ice in a clear bottle, and I haven't even gotten it out of the fridge yet. So, 1 second. I gotta shut that fridge door, otherwise it'll beep forever. Okay. Anyway, this is Bud Ice. I reviewed this already, but I reviewed it in the pint cans, in the 12-ounce cans, I think. And that I really enjoyed. I got a 12-pack of that, and that was cheap. This gets poor scores by Beer Advocate, like 41 and 47 or something like that. Bros also give it a poor score. When I reviewed it in the can, I really enjoyed it so much that I probably had that 12-pack of cans I got taken care of in a matter of maybe a day or a couple days. I mean, it was just so good. But today, like I said in the La Carta Blanca review, I walk from my aunt's house to University of Nebraska Omaha, and on the way there's a store called Tobacco Road Discounts, and I walked in there. They had a lot of different beers in singles as well as six-pack tall boy cans that I hadn't experienced before. So this is 5.5 alcohol by volume. This is a clear bottle. At Tobacco Road Discounts, they had in singles this bottle, the 22-ounce bottle, as well as the big bottle. I'm not sure what amount of ounces that is, but it was much bigger. I'm sure it's probably like maybe $1 or $2 more. This is probably like $2, I would think. I'm not sure. So we do have the possibility of it being skunked from this clear bottle here. So we'll see pretty much what I'm doing I don't normally do bottled versions and canned versions. I don't normally do that like Ronald does, but I was curious because I wanted to know how it tastes out of this clear bottle. I have never seen it in brown bottles, but I've seen it in cans, in this 22-ounce bottle as well as the even bigger bottle. I think it was a 40 or a 32 or something like that. So I don't know. Let's crack it open. No skunk at all. I think it had a nice hiss when I cracked it. Yeah, there's a little bit of smoke there. I don't know if you can see that. Didn't smell any skunk when I cracked the top. Alright, well, this is actually a nice looking bottle if you can do it without having it being skunked. Anyway, it's about a finger, maybe probably a little less. Somewhat soapy head. You can see even through the bottom here. Not streams of bubbles, but sporadic upshoots of bubbles. Oh, there's a stream or two right there. Other than that, it's clear, mostly clear, somewhat straw appearance, but mostly clear. Mostly golden. Has gone down pretty well. So let's get a nose on it. I do pick up some. I do pick up some grains. This is brewed by Anheuser-Busch. I mean, I'm not sure if this is. I'm not sure if Bud Ice is brewed with rice or what, but I would assume it is. I do pick up some grains. It's not overly sweet smelling by any means. As you know, this ice beer thing, like if you drink Milwaukee's Best Ice, Keystone Ice, some other ice beers, natural ice, you are going to get some sweetness. In my opinion, the most sweet, that kind of sweet kind of feeling you have. The most sweet ice beer is in my opinion Keystone Ice. That is just like beyond sweet. I mean, and I reviewed it once, but I totally messed up the whole review. So I'm gonna have to get another 6-pack of Tall Boys and redo that review. So, not getting a whole lot though. It's just pretty much grainy and not a whole lot of sweet malt or nothing. So let's try it. This is somewhat different from the can, from that pint can. That I remember. I reviewed that, so you can probably go back and look at that. I don't. Maybe my mind fools me, but I recall that can being very carbonated and being more carbonated and less sweet, but. This does have somewhat of a sweet element, that this ice beer kind of thing does. Those cans, I don't remember it being as like this, but... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is made with rice. You do, along with some sweeter kind of ice beer kind of thing malts. You do get some adjunct that is characteristic of Bud Light and Budweiser. That rice kind of adjunct taste and smell. That characterizes it from the yellow corn grits, corn stuff that Miller and other brews have and in use. Yeah, it does have an underlying rice adjunct kind of taste, but I'm not trying to say it's in a bad way. It's not. Excuse me. Yeah, there is somewhat of a overarching kind of sweetness. It's nothing like any other ice beer you'll find anywhere. I mean, unless it's Busch Ice, because I've never had Busch Ice. Nor have I had Molson Ice, nor have I had Bose Ice, or lots of other ice beers, nor have I had lots of various ice beers. I'm talking about the main ones that you get from your Coors products, your Miller products, your Anheuser-Busch products. Yeah, I feel like the sweetness has kind of gone down a little bit, but I'm not sure. There is somewhat of a sweetness there. It's nothing like Keystone Ice. Keystone Ice is very sweet, almost that you really can't even handle it. But it is still good in its own way. It's not too sweet that you can't handle it, but it's still the sweetest, in my opinion, ice beer that I have ever had. This has a little bit of that element. Under that, incorporated with that, is that rice adjunct kind of taste. which I like. I like. By the way, I do like rice beers. I do like Sapporo Premium. I do like Asahi. I do like Tsingtao. I do like Anheuser-Busch products or the Bud stuff. I do like that. Yeah, there is some malt there, but I'm not tasting like the malt so much. It's just more sweetness. I don't know. I guess I remember the can. I remember being a little bit different. I remember the can. I guess I'm trying to remember what the can was, but I remember the can being, I guess, more drinkable maybe. But excuse me. I remember the can being like not having as much sweetness, but that could be, I don't even know. But I remember the can being different. I remember the can being you do get both of the malt and rice elements in the can, I think, but it was less. I think it was less. I think, and it made a nice thing. But I could be wrong because that was a little while ago. I could be wrong. But this seems to me to be different. Mouthfeel. It definitely is light. It's your. It is, a typical kind of lager. I mean, it has body, but it's not medium. It's not light to medium. It's kind of more on the light side, even though it does still have body. It's crisp, clean. The sweetness element is not there too much to prevent this beer from being refreshing, because it is refreshing. Your typical dryness you get from Budweiser products, or I'm referring mostly to the Budweiser, the Bud Light, Budweiser, Bud Ice. I mean, I don't know. I would say those are dry more than some other Anheuser-Busch products. It's not skunky though by any means, not at all. It's just a really nice beer. I mean, this is probably my favorite ice beer. I mean, it. I have to think about this with respect to Milwaukee's Best Ice, which I have not had in a while. But I'm thinking that this is probably my favorite ice beer. This is just nice. The only thing I'm thinking about is what was different about the can. Because I remember it being different. I just don't remember what was different. So it was too long ago, I guess, for me to recall what was different. Maybe it was. I'm thinking it was maybe a little bit more subdued flavor in the can than it is in this bottle. I gotta go with solid A. I mean, in the ice beer world, I think this takes the cake. I mean, I like it better than Natural Ice. I like it better than Keystone Ice. I like it better than, I'm thinking I like it better than Milwaukee's Best Ice too. This is the best, the best ice beer. So will I buy it out of the clear bottle? Yeah. I mean, it's not skunky and it's just nice, perfect. It's my favorite ice beer. Reviewing this has affirmed that this is my favorite ice beer. So if you like ice beer, in my opinion, this is the best it gets. All the way.